Welcome back to another episode or another video. We're going to talk about Australia. Australia has been in the news for its rather insane tyranny that goes on over there. People are being maced, people are being attacked, people are being forced to wear masks, not by mandate, by actual force. I'm blown away by the tyranny over there. If you cover any of it, it's just I don't know what to say. It's worse than here. It really is. We're really bad, but they are worse with the tyranny over there, even though we're on our way. Let's talk about Australia for 1 second. Now, when I first looked at the numbers a little while back, I was stunned because I thought it would be far worse than it is. So I decided to, along with the larger study I'm doing, or a larger preparation study. I like to use the word study for Bible, but same thing. Looking at the data, Bible's not the same as COVID, but trying to understand what's going on. Why the numbers are so bad to create tyranny when they're not. So let's make this video as quickly as possible. For those of you who are in Australia, those who may be from Australia and has family and friends there, or just family and all and friends there in general, to people who want to just know. And you should want to. You really should. So the population of Australia is over 25 million people. That's 25,694,393. The cases were 43,000. Can you believe that? Only 43,000 cases. And of that, only 978 people died. 978 people. That's it. And a population of 25 million. That's insane. Look at this. 0.0016% even got COVID. Out of that whole population of 25 million people. And I couldn't even do this number. So I had to do a different number. 978 people out of the 25 million people died of COVID-19. So I was doing the math, and I'm like, I can't even do it that way. I can't tell you the percent that died. The number was so, like, in reverse. It was like 3.9 to the e to the square. I was like, yikes. That's how low the percentage is. So I look at it this way. How many survived? What was the survival rate of the population? So 99.996193. I had to add that in. But basically 99.99% of the population of Australia did not die of COVID-19. But, timeline. This is, I thought I had it written down here. I don't. March 1st was here it is. March 1st of 2020 was the first COVID-19 death recorded. So these numbers are based on March, well, the population is not, but the cases, obviously, of March 1st. Now, these following numbers are also the same. Coronary heart disease. Oh, by the way, 26th leading cause of death was COVID-19 in Australia. Coronary heart disease was number one. Not of like the last year or last 12 months, from March 1st, from the same day as the first COVID death. The timeline stretches from the first day of the COVID death to this moment now we're in. 38,653 people died of coronary heart disease. That was the number one leading cause of death in Australia. Now it's Alzheimer's. 23,824. That was the second leading cause of death. I'm not hearing a lot about that. Are you getting locked down for your coronary or the Alzheimer's? Maybe some of the hospitals. By the way, the coronary heart disease, there's a lot of ways to prevent this. I don't understand. Smoking, ban cigarettes. I know other guys have said this on, I know Brian says this on Rumble, but many people say this. Why don't we ban all those things that are unhealthy for you? It's going to kill you. Don't do it. If you care. First and second. That, to me, 38,000 to what? 978. Now, total tests. So I had to check this out. 29 million tests have already been given to a population of 25,000. So it's not like you're not testing anybody. You're clearly testing people. So that's not a problem. It's not like, well, we only did so many tests, and that's why we have such a low case and death count. No, you tested more times than the population that you exist. Now, granted, these might be 2 or 3 different times. I understand that, but still the same thing. It's sometimes I shake my head, and I do one of these when somebody does something a little weird and out there. I'm like, oh, you know that little thing right there? Oh my goodness, what in the world? That's that feeling I get sometimes. I'm like, especially when things. I understand when some things are hard to understand, but when things are so obvious, you're like, okay, you know, I don't understand. And it's tough. It's tough when you talk to certain people. There was 16 million doses given. Now, what the information I got off of the Australian government's website that does the COVID-19, it doesn't tell me how many people had 1 or 2. So, but if 2 are, that means 33% of the population would have been fully vaccinated, or 2 shots. If it was 2, that's 33%. Which doesn't really matter anyways, because your numbers are so low as it is. Where am I? So, now think about this. I'm looking, so here I am. Deaths. Let's break it down per month. Coronary heart disease per month. Per month now. How many people died per month since COVID started? 2,197 people died per month of coronary heart disease. Alzheimer's, 1,354 people have died per month, every month since COVID started. And 54 people have died per month. And I'm not saying these people don't matter. I'm just saying, why don't they matter? Why are we not up in arms going, why are we not fixing these problems? Oh, but we are in Alzheimer's. Look at this. There is a drug called Aduhelm. I think it has another name too. I think I have it written right actually here. Aducanumab. I don't even know what that even means. But it's $56,000 per person per year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now, if you have Medicare or Medicaid there, it'll only cost you $2,500 to $5,000 because out of pocket. Because as you know, elderly people just have that money sitting around. Absolutely. And all the Morgan silver dollars that they got hidden in the backyard. Why don't people wake up? And I'm going to be talking about different countries with this. Why don't people wake up? The tyranny in Australia over mask mandates and vaccines. 43,000 cases, 978 deaths. Now, these numbers here, just so if you do this math at home, this is based on 924 deaths. So I based this on March 1st to August 1st. So this would cover a different, slightly lower number. This COVID-19 is based on 924 deaths, not 978. But you still get the exact picture. I want to do an exact division, so an exact even from March 1st to August 1st, so it's each month on a first, and it's nice and easy to divide it. We could have done the days too and divide by that, but I didn't want to get too crazy on that. But do you realize, you see it, right? Almost 2,200 people a month die of coronary heart disease. Almost 1,400 people die of Alzheimer's, and there's 54 people per month. And again, I'm not knocking these people's lives at all. But you are mocking theirs, or you are finding their lives not important. Oh, the coronary heart disease isn't catchy. Yeah, but it's preventable, and we're not doing it. Alzheimer's. Apparently, it can be prevented now. At a mere sort of 56,000 per year. The healthcare does not care about these pharmaceuticals. You have to understand that. If you don't, I don't know how ignorant one can be, and I'm probably going to get some bad comments on that, but you see the numbers. The numbers don't add up to complete annihilation of people's rights and freedoms. So, for those of you, if anybody out there listens to me from Australia, I don't know who will listen to this, but man, I'm sorry that you're going through this. But, oh, I left this up from another video. Show me your papers, circa 1938. There's no new thing under the sun. It's all been done before. It's being done again. History repeats itself. That's where they get that from. And yet we still don't learn. We still don't learn. You know why? Because they don't like to focus on history, the past. Because it's the past. Stop living in the past, man. You might want to look at the past, because it comes back over and over again until there is no over and over again. Because the end will come. And I believe we are on a fast track there, my friend. So in my opinion, get right with God. It's not even an opinion. You need to get right with God. That's all there is to it. If you're not a Christian and you just want to go to your utopia of hell and torment, so be it, but not me. That's crazy. I'm not doing that. And those of you who are Christians who have been falling for this, you should have been more invested in your Bible. I don't mean monetarily, I mean spiritually. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. God bless. And to those of you out there in the Northeast during the storm that's hitting, good luck out there, and I hope everything ends well. Good night.